Symptoms are not your enemy. They don't mean that it's the end of the world. They're just signals from your body. They're indicators literally telling you what you need to do. How's it going, guys? Miguel here from CFS Recovery. Hope everybody is feeling great. In this video, I want to talk about symptoms and how feeling symptoms during your recovery, especially in the early stages, is absolutely normal. It's absolutely normal. However, pushing through them is not normal, at least not for your body. When you're getting better, you gotta understand that when you do crash or when you do have a dip, it feels like a bomb went off in your body. It could be a small bomb for smaller crashes or dips, could be a bigger bomb if you really, really push yourself. But what happens is after that bomb goes off, right, you feel a lot of these weird symptoms because your nervous system is technically, think about it like an electrical circuit. Your brain, it's run by electricity and chemicals. So what happens is when you overwork your nervous system, there's too much electrical impulse, and that causes a lot of chemical changes in the brain. So you doing a lot of stuff, you overworking yourself, after that bomb goes off, there's a weird electrical signal going on in your body. It's not a steady state, not a steady signal. You might have been working, building up that electricity. Eventually it's gonna stop at a certain point where there's gonna be too many things going on in your nervous system or your brain. And then once you back off, take your foot off the pedal, if you had gone too far, now your body has to rebound, so it's gonna dip. Let's say there's a regular baseline. The electrical signals is just way too much for your body to handle, and then now it's gonna dip, then it's gonna try to find balance again. But while it's trying to find balance, it's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna find balance right away. It's gonna compensate for it, compensate in the wrong direction, then the right direction, wrong direction. And then finally, if you give it enough time and enough rest and allow it to stabilize, it will find that place of baseline. But the trick is, I mentioned this in my previous video, is sometimes your body, it finds baseline in the wrong place. So maybe it will think a certain place is a baseline, but that place is giving you headaches and chronic pain and panic and anxiety, and your body stabilizes there. So that's when you need to do the brain retraining and shift your mindset so that you're at a different baseline with no pain, no symptoms. But in the beginning, when you're letting your body adjust to things, you'll get symptoms. And with symptoms, I like to call it an adjustment period, because that's really what it is. You're gonna do some things, and then your body, it won't really know how to handle that because it forgot. When you overwork yourself and you have these dips, that's your nervous system going haywire. So it has trouble functioning right now. You need to give it some time to stabilize in a place where you're not feeling symptoms. Remember that when you do stuff outside your comfort zone and you do take those steps towards your recovery, you will feel symptoms. There's not a single person I know, including myself, who didn't have symptoms during their recovery. But like I've mentioned in several of my other videos, your success and your recovery is determined by how well you respond to symptoms. So just know that symptoms aren't the worst thing ever. They're not a bad thing, as long as you don't let them get too bad. But they're just signs and they're adjustment periods. So what you want to do is you push yourself a little bit, little by little, until you feel just a little bit, and then you pull back. Now, when you're feeling symptoms 24/7, that's when you want to pull back and not do stuff. But if it's like something like headaches and all that, something that's lingering, that's been with you for years, that's going to take some brain retraining. But you'll know the difference between chronic pain that's always there, that's underlying. Those can be brain retrained, and you just got to take it a bit slower if your symptoms are more severe. So that's a little bit of the science behind why you're feeling the symptoms and all this pain. On the other side, in terms of mindset, those symptoms can stir up a lot of feelings and a lot of emotions within you. It can be very discouraging. It can make it feel like you're not getting better. It can make it feel like you're doing the wrong things and you're not making any progress. When in reality, it's your body adjusting to new levels of activity, and also it's your body trying to tell you to stop doing certain things. Now, let's say we had a scale of 1 to 10, right? There's a scale. 10 being the absolute worst symptoms you could have. Think about that as when you crash and you're at your worst, think of that being a 10. Think of a 1 as a state where you almost forget that you're sick. So maybe you're reading a book. Maybe for other people, it's going for a walk in the park. Maybe for other people, it's just doing a regular day of work and they're that far along in their recovery. Think about that scale. You never want your symptoms to be over like a 3. For me, I never let my symptoms get above a 4. And 4 was really pushing it. I would always try to make it reach about a 3, and then I would pull back. And I'd wait till it comes down to at least a 1, if not like a 0.5. Once it hits that stage and I'm feeling symptoms, but not that many, then I knew I could push it a bit further. And after weeks and months, I would be able to do a little bit more and more and more. And that's where I would be going on a run and I would feel a 3. And then I'd do a workout, then I'd feel a 3. And then I'd wait till I'm at a 1 again, allow my body to recover, rejuvenate, and then push it a little bit further. Or do the same workout. Sometimes you just need to stabilize it, and you'll get better at it as you go. You'll learn when you need to just maintain your activities and when you can push, right? Once you start feeling better, you don't want to go right away and increase activity. You want to let your body sit in that nice place just for a little bit, just 2 or 3 days, even a week if you want. 2 or 3 days, let it stabilize in that state, then push it a little bit. Or do the same activity you did last time. And you'll find yourself healing faster, recovering faster, and you'll be able to do more and more. But just remember, don't let the symptoms get to a 4 or 5 or 6. Definitely not, because then you're gonna have to do longer rests. You want to keep it around that 3, max 4 area. For me, whenever it reached a 4, I'd have to rest and relax for a week. And when I say relax, I could go on the computer, I could drive around the city, I could do groceries, but I just wasn't doing anything out of the ordinary. I was just doing basic stuff. For me, that was like a 4 because I would get headaches. That was the biggest thing for me. And I couldn't look at screens for a long time. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. Symptoms are not your enemy. They don't mean that it's the end of the world. They're just signals from your body. They're indicators literally telling you what you need to do. The only exception to that is when you're feeling symptoms and you're doing absolutely nothing. That's when you need to do the brain retraining and distract your brain and focus on getting your brain away from that state of chronic pain. And I cover that in my other video, which you can find up here. So I hope you enjoy that video. That notifies you every time I put up a video, and you'll be able to implement the tips and tricks and strategies right away. If you did have any questions, just comment down below, and I try to respond to comments every single week. Or if you wanted to reach me personally, just reach out to me on Instagram. It's Miguel Bautista Media, and I would be happy to answer any questions that you might have, any specific or personal questions you might have for me. So that's about it. Hope you guys have a great day. Remember, when you are feeling symptoms, don't let your mind all of a sudden go to a negative place. Just remember that it's literally an indicator of your body telling you what's going on. Don't look at them as something super negative. Look at them as adjustment indicators, and having symptoms is an adjustment period, but do not push harder when you're feeling a lot of symptoms. So hope you have a great day. I will see you guys in the next video.